just because, you know, I like to get some nice color, I like to get some vitamin D. So, I really don't mind. So hot that the pavement on the street where the cars drive on was actually melting. That's how hot it was at 7 in the morning, where if you haven't been burning up at 7 in the morning, you need to go visit Texas or you need to go visit New York because you will burn up. Hallo allemaal, welkom back bij mijn kanaal. Ik ben Joey Jack en vandaag wij gaan praten over American versus Dutch culture. Maar what is the topic? Today we are going to talk about the difference between summer in the Netherlands and summer in the United States of America. But before we do get this started, I want to go ahead and invite you guys to give me a thumbs up, follow my Instagram, subscribe, and just, you know what I mean, become part of the family. Why not? It's free, so do it. Now, I've been living in the Netherlands now for about 2 years actually. No, 3 years. 2 years or 3? Huh? Oh my gosh, I have no idea how long I've been living here. I need to check on my phone. 2 or 3? That's the real question. Oh my gosh, I've been living here for 3 years. Holy moly. Okay, so I've been living here for 3 years now and I absolutely love it. And I actually spent about 3 summers here. Although I did come at the end of July. Is that the whole summer? So yeah, I've spent about 3 summers here. And I can go ahead and let you know that my preference is definitely the Dutch summer. Why? It's just so much more fresher and so much nicer because in the American summer, at least where I came from in Texas and where I came from in New York City, it is so hot. Like, insanely hot. I'm actually gonna Google the average. So the average summer temperature in New York City is about 30 degrees, okay? And where I came from in Texas, hot summer is about 37 degrees, the average, okay? And the Dutch one is about 20. So there you have it. You have so many differences in the summer. You have hot days in New York City, in Texas. It was unbearable heat. It was like insane. Okay, I remember like nobody would ever be outside because of how hot it was. In fact, it was so hot that the pavement on the street where the cars drive on was actually melting. That's how hot it was, and it is regularly. So the temperatures in America, from where I came from, versus the temperatures in the Netherlands are so much nicer for me because I'm not a heat type of person. I like it more chilly, I like it cold, I like it like, you know, beetje fris, niet zo warm. Catch what I'm saying? So because of that fact, let's go ahead and talk about aircos. Now, we are going through a heat wave right now, and I'm currently staring at my airco. I'll take a picture of it for you guys. And I was flabbergasted. I was shocked that people here didn't have aircos when Nick first told me in New York, oh my gosh, nobody has aircos. Then I moved here and I experienced the summer and then I realized why people didn't have aircos. Well, it's because you don't really need it. You probably need it like 4 times a year or something. So I understand where in the United States of America, it is, if you do not have an airco, it's like bizarre. Like, I don't understand who you are. Nobody really understands who you are. So it's kind of like you need to have an airco, but you get it. I just told you the average temperatures, so it makes sense. I still have an airco because I cannot sleep in the heat. I I'm very sensitive to it. So that is like the American in me that does not want to let go of comfort. The Dutch people love the sun, and I absolutely love it too, and that's because of our hard winters. The thing about our winters is that they're so cloudy and that they are really rainy and you hardly see any sun, that in the summer, whenever you have sun, everybody is out on terraces. Now, terraces, or terraces as the Dutch would say, are just basically like a place on the restaurant outside, hopefully facing the sun with like no umbrellas, and you can just like sit and absorb the sun. And the nice thing about that is because it's not so warm out that if you're under the sun, you still like sweat a little bit, but you're not dying of heat, where in terms is in New York and in Texas, where I came from, if you were to do the same thing, your skin would start boiling. That's how hot it is. So that's a thing that I really can appreciate here, and that's a big cultural difference. Here, people love to sit out in the terraces and just absorb the sun. Where in New York and in Texas, people would only sit outside if they're like poolside or beachside, because they would definitely need to have a dip in the pool. Now, I've done it before. Nick is not the terrace type of boy. I am, just because, you know, I like to get some nice color. I like to get some vitamin D. So, I really don't mind. The good thing is also my girlfriends, Vita and Rowan, are also terrace type of girls. So we sit out. And I think that that is a cultural thing that I really love about the Netherlands in the summer. I love that everybody is outside, and Amsterdam is truly a different city when it's summertime, because the people are so much brighter, it's so much nicer, and I just like absolutely love it. The last thing that I think is kind of cool to talk about in terms of summer is that in the Netherlands, the summers are so fresh sometimes, like in the mornings or, you know, in the late evenings, that you have to have like a light little sweater, which is so strange because in New York and in Texas, in the summertime, you're living in short shorts and tank tops, and you don't even touch a sweater. Not in the morning, not at night, never. And that is a big difference that I absolutely love, because that means that I get to have like chilly mornings, and you know, that means that I get to just like enjoy nice freshness and not have to be burning up at like 7 in the morning, where if you haven't been burning up at 7 in the morning, you need to go visit Texas or you need to go visit New York, because you will burn up at 7 in the morning and it is not cute, honey. But that's why we have air codes. But that's why out in the morning when you're a child, you don't really go play outside because it's so hot. So that's a big thing as well. When you're a child and it's so hot, you're not playing outside so much because of the heat. It's kind of not okay to do it, because then you get headaches and it's just like insane when you're in direct sun. And that was the thing that I remember growing up in Texas. As soon as I would play outside, I would get nosebleeds or like my head would hurt because it was that hot. And you've heard me talk about this before, that I absolutely love the Dutch summers because of the sunset, which sets at like, 10:30 or 11. We just had the longest day, and I think the sunset at 10:50 or something crazy like that, which was pretty phenomenal. And even in Texas and even in New York, the sun doesn't set so late. The sun sets pretty early, so I think New York about 8 on a good day, 8 p.m. and Texas at like 7:38 as well. So that's one thing that I absolutely love. And it just is really weird when you're going to bed at like 11 and you can still kind of see the sun. It's pretty strange. Like, I almost cannot go to bed. Now, these were some of the differences of the summer in the US versus the Netherlands. So let me know what you think, and let me know if you've ever experienced summer in the United States, and I would love to know all about it. And let me know if you're into the heat, or if you're more of like the nice, cool Dutch summer heat. Now, until I see you guys next time, Bye!